Fair use. Grief, one day at a time. 365 Meditations to Help You Heal After Loss by Alan D. Wolfett, PhD. November 18th. Life is like music. It must be composed by ear, feeling, and instinct, not by rule. A quote from Samuel Butler. Have you noticed that grief is instinctual? No one has to teach us to feel pain, conjure memories of the person who died, and ponder the whys of life and death. All of these thoughts and feelings come to us naturally. Mourning, on the other hand, is more culturally shaped. We learn what is okay to express and for how long. Society's rules for grief and mourning restrict the expression of our instinctual grief. We're learning to ignore society's ridiculous rules, though. Whatever we instinctually think and feel inside, we will express outside without shame. The meditation reads, "My grief is like music. It is composed by ear, feeling, and instinct, not by rules." November 19th. Maybe there's something you're afraid to say, or someone you're afraid to love, or somewhere you're afraid to go. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt because it matters. A quote from John Green. Our fears and grief teach us what matters. If we're afraid to live on alone, that teaches us that having a companion matters to us. If we're afraid of financial problems, that teaches us that financial stability matters to us. If we're afraid to tell others what we're really thinking and feeling inside, that teaches us that those thoughts and feelings matter to us. We can use our fears to identify what is worth taking risks for in our continued living. Then we can embrace our fear and work through it, reaching out for the things that matter to us most. We can also use our hurt to identify what matters. Whenever we hurt, that means we've lost something or someone. The hurt is a symptom of loss, and it teaches us what is important to us and what we must work toward remaking in our lives. The meditation reads, "I'm going to work on not being afraid of fear and hurt because they are my teachers." November 20th. The worst part of holding the memories is not the pain, it's the loneliness of it. Memories need to be shared. A quote from Lois Lowry. Our memories often hurt us. It can be painful to remember the person who died, the good times as well as the bad times, because the memories so strongly evoke the person's absence now as well as her absence for all the days of our future. But from my own personal experience, as well as from all my decades of counseling mourners, I've learned that there comes a time when we're ready to unpack the memories. If they're happy memories, it's like we have a treasure inside us that needs to be shared. It's lonely keeping all those memories to ourselves. If they're more challenging memories, we begin to realize that working through them will require sharing them. They'll keep bothering us until we do. The sharing of our memories causes us pain too, of course, but it becomes a more bittersweet pain, with the sweet outweighing the bitter a little more each time. The meditation reads, "When I'm ready, I need to share my memories." November 21st. When one is pretending, the entire body revolts. A quote from Anais Nin. Our grief is wily. It will try every means possible to get our attention. If we're ignoring, denying, or postponing our grief, it will often turn to our bodies as a means of expression. It will literally make us sick. Aches and pains, viral illnesses, autoimmune diseases, even cardiovascular and other systematic troubles often arise when we're not giving our grief the attention and expression it needs and deserves. The meditation reads, "My body's health is, in part, a reflection of the health of my mourning." November 22nd. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. A quote from C.S. Lewis. We are timeless souls. Not everyone believes this, but the idea is at least something to ponder. If our souls came down to earth to inhabit these bodies, they will continue on after our bodies are done living. Thrillingly, this would also mean that the souls of our loved ones whose bodies have died are also at this very moment living on somehow, somewhere. I believe that grief is the soul's journey through earthly loss. Here in this temporal existence, our souls are touched by what it means to be human, and so they grieve. Mourning allows our souls to fully experience and express their human existence, creating hope and meaning for all the days we have left on this beautiful blue planet. The meditation reads, I don't have a soul, I am a soul. My soul is crying out for me to express my grief. November 23rd. The unthankful heart discovers no mercies, but let the thankful heart sweep through the day, and as the magnet finds the iron, so it will find in every hour some heavenly blessings. A quote from Henry Ward Beecher. It is hard to be thankful this year. There is so much to grieve, so much to mourn. There is crushing loss in that dreaded empty seat at the table. Yet the paradox, it is the thankful heart that attracts mercy. We need comfort and care this season. We need mercy. Only the tender heart that we keep open to feeling and expressing grief, as well as gratitude, is open to mercy. And so we grieve and have gratitude both. We grasp the door to our heart that can trap our pain inside and prevent mercy and care from entering, and we tear it off its hinges. We leave the opening open. Pain goes out. Blessings come in. The meditation reads, my heart is unthankful for the loss, but thankful for so much else. I will allow both to sweep through this day. November 24th. In November, the earth is growing quiet. It's making its bed, a winter bed for flowers and small creatures. The bed is white and silent, and much life can hide beneath its blankets. A quote from Cynthia Rylant. When we grow quiet in our grief, we are making a winter bed for necessary withdrawal and stillness. We instinctively yearn for solitude, and so, like turtles, we pull ourselves inside our shells and grieve in isolation. Yet much life can hide beneath our stillness. We are remembering, thinking, and feeling. We are going to the wilderness of our own souls, and along the way, we are doing the necessary work of reviewing everything that has happened. After a period of quiet, it will once again be time to emerge and share our grief with our community. But for now, hush. We are settling in. The meditation reads, I sometimes crave withdrawal and stillness. The winter of my grief calls to me. Please share, like, and subscribe. And remember that you are not alone.